This is for kids only.
This is for kids only.
This is for kids only. Esto es solo para niños.
To be continued, you bet. You might remember from part 1 of this story, kids, that Petaluma Pete's Red Ragger piano was without a home. So let's turn back the hands of time here and pick up where we left off, with the search continuing for a building where the Red Ragger piano could rest its weary hammers. Now, if buildings could talk, kids, and if there was any building downtown that could give us answers about what the other buildings are thinking, it would have to be the old clock tower, the all-knowing, great and timely Seth, who sits high atop the Masonic temple structure and watches over us all. So because this is just a story and we can take it anywhere we want to, we find ourselves rolling down the sidewalk toward the great and timely Seth. And upon our arrival, the sky got really dark all of a sudden, kids, and this bright light appeared behind it for special effects. And there was this choir singing in the soundtrack. And the mighty Seth woke up and said,
"How you doing?"
"Not so good," said Petaluma Pete. "Do you know of any other buildings in town who may have offered to help?"
I sure do. The very first offer came from the Sonoma Bank building. Dan and Chetta over there offered to place the Red Ragger piano in the window, but the hill would be too steep for an old guy like you. I also heard from the PEP housing building by way of Kerry Miller, but the distance was too far. Then the Central Market offered to store the Red Ragger piano out back, but the weather would not be good.
Anything over on Kentucky Street?
Yep. My old buddy, the Landmark building, specifically Chris from Lions and Tigers and Hare, tried to help, but it turns out that space was also too small. And then the Jungle Vibes building told me about how Connie and the gang over there were trying to allocate some retail floor space, but so far, no go.
This is when Petaluma Pete told the mighty Seth about how media people jumped in to help, including the Argus Courier, Jenny Petaluma from the Visitors Center, our buddy Houston, who wrote about it in his Petaluma 360 Above the Brim blog, and then there was Steve Rustad, who drew his own special brand of political cartoon to help spread the word around town.
Well, it must have worked,
said the timely Seth,
because I just got a message from that young whippersnapper clock tower over at the theater square, and they have the perfect room for you.
Sure enough, Basin Street Properties has saved the day by offering their community room for storage. So with that, the Red Ragger piano made its way to its new home. Theater Square has a new piano player, when no one else is already playing there. And our local businesses have shown, once again, how a positive outlook and community sharing make Petaluma the coolest downtown in the history of mankind. So, until next time, kids, remember to be nice to everyone, listen to your teachers, and eat more veggies.